Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about selecting the best MacBook for you ladies and gentlemen. It's a tough decision. There's a million of these things right now that Apple is selling, so hopefully in this video I can help clear that up for you guys. We could walk through some of the sales going on and list some of the specs, the pros and cons of each of the MacBooks that are out currently on the market. It's very, very difficult waters to traverse. That's an expression. But anyway, let's hop right into it, ladies and gentlemen. So like primarily I've been looking at, Amazon, Best Buy, those sorts of sellers. You can also check out Apple's refurbished website to get deals and stuff. I wouldn't really recommend ever buying like a laptop from Apple because they never have sales going on. So I would strictly look at, other vendors out there. If you're looking for discounts, because they're always there, so you never have to worry. Anyway, let me share my screen and we can kind of walk through this. So I mean, for me, like, I'm looking at a laptop right now. I don't fully know what I want. I'm primarily between, well, first of all, like, it's mostly for content creation. It's not for like media consumption or anything like that. So I need something with some horsepower for video editing, especially. And I know the MacBook Air M2 that came out in 2022 with the M2 chip. I know that one's like good for video editing. The one problem, and I'm looking primarily at this one right now for $1,200 on Amazon. You can actually get this on sale. Yeah, it's mostly on like for $1,049 instead of $1,200 on Amazon. But if we're just looking at Best Buy, it's not really on sale. But it's got the M2 chip, which has plenty of raw horsepower. It definitely improves in like the single core scores, and then a little bit in the multi-core, not too much compared to the M1 version. But as you can see here, like, it's limited by how much RAM and memory, or I'm sorry, memory and storage it has. Only 8 gigs and 256 gigabytes, and that's also not the fastest SSD storage. You need to bump that up to the next level, 512, to get that faster speed, which is kind of like a letdown. I don't know why Apple does this. But that's the M2 Air. It's a refreshed design of the M1 Air, which is this one right here above it. This one has the old design, 13.3-inch display, same specs with the 8 gigabytes of RAM and the 256 gigabytes of storage. Very, very basic computer, but it came with the M1 chip, which is kind of revolutionary at its, at its core. And that one's always on sale. Like, on Best Buy, it's a great deal, honestly, $799, and you're getting some great performance. But I wouldn't recommend that for like if you're, a heavy user or anything like that. If you're looking for most powerful laptop, especially with fans, if you're doing really graphic intensive stuff. Even gaming, I know you're not supposed to game on a Mac, but there are Macs that can actually play games. You need a better GPU, like more cores in your GPU, and also, like fans to actually so it doesn't thermal throttle and your whole computer slows down, because temperature is an issue, as you all know. But the Airs are good. For me, like, if I were to choose one, I'd get the M2 Air. I've been thinking about that one a lot recently. There's all this talk about the midnight color and how it's, it's terrible. It's fingerprint magnet and all this stuff. I just find that a little funny. And they're literally recommending don't get that. Even though it looks great, don't get it because of all those like cosmetic issues that you can have down the line. I don't even really want to talk about this laptop. This laptop makes no sense. I don't know why this exists. It's the MacBook Pro 13.3-inch, has a fan, which is good for cooling. Same M2 chip as the Air. However, it's like an old design and it still has the touch bar, so it doesn't have an actual like physical function row. I don't know why you'd buy this. Like, the only reason you'd ever get this laptop are for 2 reasons. Battery life, slightly better, and also it has a fan, so like it doesn't thermal throttle as easily. But it has literally the same specs as the M2 Air, which is a lightweight laptop, more portable, modern design. They're literally the same exact specs in almost every single way, but the Air is more refreshed, so why not just get the Air? Plus it has MagSafe. This one doesn't even have MagSafe. You have to use a USB-C port, which I think there are only 2. Yeah, you have to use a USB-C port to actually charge it, so you're losing one of them. And then we come to like the pros, and the pros are unique. The M1 Pro, or the MacBook Pro 14-inch and 16-inch, like the 2021 model and the 2023 model Like there's almost like no difference other than like some slight GPU performance boost from the M2, maybe some battery efficiency there, a slight upgrade. Other than that, like it's the same exact hardware, same screen, same everything, same specs. The only difference is the price. You're paying way more for the M2 Pro than the M1 Pro chip. Same thing with the Max. And I don't really see a reason why to buy the M2 Pro and M2 Pro Max, other than if you just have money to burn or light on fire, because you're getting almost the same exact laptop in the prior gen. Like it's the same hardware, everything. I could maybe see a case for battery life, but other than that, I don't really recommend picking up an M2 Pro, MacBook Pro, or M2 Pro Max, or M2 Max. I'm saying this wrong. You know, MacBook Pro in 2023. I'd say wait for the next generation if you really want it. Maybe there'll be substantial upgrades there. But like Best Buy has great deals and all this stuff, as you can see, like save 700, save 500, save 500. Like it has really good discounts on this website. But what I like about the Pro is especially the high refresh display, which goes up to 120 hertz. Everything looks super smooth. It's got more storage, more RAM. It's got fans. It's got great port selection. You know, it's got all this stuff. It just like knocks the air out of the water almost every way. And the issue that you run into, the dilemma here, is like for the base M2 Air, which is a popular laptop. It's not even this one. Actually, but this is a good example here because you know this has 8 GB of RAM, and then the storage is improved to 512, so it's faster and you just get more of it. Like that bumps you up to $1,499. So you're paying $1,500 for a slightly upgraded, you know, Air. So portability is there. That's like what it has going for it. Then you look at this, scroll right here, only $100 more, and you literally get MacBook Pro 14-inch, so slightly bigger screen. It's better than the Air in every single way, other than portability. And you get 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage. So you get more RAM. You're getting a better laptop overall, and you're getting more RAM for literally $100 more. So to me, it's a no-brainer. Why would you upgrade the base Air, not just upgrade to the Pro? So Apple's smart about this stuff. They're not dumb. They know how their tier system works and how you can pay a little bit more money for the next model. But if I come back to the webcam here, wow, it got super dark. It's super dark out. That's my thoughts on the current MacBook lineup. I've been studying this stuff for a lot recently, so I kind of like know all the ins and outs of like every single one. If I were to recommend one to you guys, if you're on a budget, get the M1 MacBook Air. That's like such a steal. It's only $800. I say only 800. You can get way cheaper laptops on the Windows side of things. And if you're really looking for some power, I'd say skip over the M2 Air and just go directly to the M1 Pro 14-inch 2021 model. I would not recommend the M2 Pro. It's not worth it, in my opinion. Paying an extra $500 for a laptop that's identical, almost identical. I don't want to use that terminology. Almost identical to 2 years ago, prior model. In almost every way. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next video from Scott Tyler. Thank you so much for all the support on the channel. Hope you found this video informative and useful. See you guys. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching another video on my channel. If you're interested, click over here to subscribe to the channel and click over here for another amazing tech video review / tutorial. And yeah, thanks so much for checking out the channel. Appreciate all you guys. See you in the next video.